Mission Impossible. As a matter of fact, we got Mission Impossible with its opening weekend right now. We talked about this yesterday, but since we're going to see it today, I want to talk about it again. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning aims for 90 million 5-day debut, and I think the overall box office worldwide was around like 250 is what it's looking for right here. Yeah, an international box office for a strong, it's 160 at the international for a strong $250 million opening weekend, which it's going to be already like, I think right there as much as Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is a trash fire, but Tom Cruise is a legitimate megastar. We've talked about this many times, and what people don't understand about Tom Cruise is this dude has been the box office king since like the mid 80s. That's how long this dude's been relevant, since like the mid 80s. And he is seeing the biggest surge in his career ever. And he was already the biggest box office star ever. It's not like he was having billion-dollar film after billion-dollar film, but he was always a certifiable home run every time he had a movie. Especially back in the 80s and 90s. He was always a massive draw, but now he's even a bigger draw than ever before. And it's a testament to him. To me, he's the greatest action star in the history of movies, and arguably one of, if not the biggest icons we've ever seen in Hollywood. Guy is just insane. And I say that on screen and off screen. He's insane off screen, and he's insane on screen, and some of the stuff he does. So would you say anybody's on his level in the history of Hollywood?
Yeah, there's a few. I think back in their prime, I think Stallone and Schwarzenegger were probably had that draw, not for as long of a period of time. Tom Cruise has surpassed his, the timeline that Schwarzenegger and Stallone had, but there was a time where like you weren't going to go see Commando, you weren't going to go see Predator, you were going to go see the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. You weren't going to go see Rambo, you were going to go see the Stallone as Rambo. So so those guys were the guy. Obviously, we mentioned last night on the main event, Will Smith had that kind of run a little bit. But nothing. We've never seen anything like Tom Cruise. And the cool thing about Tom Cruise is, say what you want about his, religion and his funky kind of lifestyle that he lives and whatever, he doesn't put any of that on screen.
Yeah,
he doesn't. It's all about entertaining, and he's just for the fans. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is, man. And he's exactly what a movie star should be. And it's great. It's great to see. Top Gun Maverick was a game changer, man. Top Gun Maverick was not a movie that a lot of, like, again, people were looking forward to it, but not to the level. I mean, it made $1.5 billion. It had a strong opening weekend, but it was the strong legs that followed for that movie is really what took it to the next level. It wasn't like an over-the-top patriotic movie per se, but it definitely was a patriotic movie, but it wasn't over the top or anything. It was just a good movie. You know what I mean? In a time where people were looking for good entertainment without messaging and things like that. And yes, I'll tell you right now, if Tom Cruise was pushing Scientology bullshit in his movies would be failing miserably right now. They would be failing miserably, which destroys the nonsensical narrative about, oh, women and non-white dudes are people reject them at the box office. It's like, no, they reject agenda-driven storytelling. And so Tom Cruise, the biggest star we've ever seen in Hollywood, if he was pushing Scientology messaging in his movies, they would be failing. They would be failing miserably. But he doesn't.